Matching hundreds. It's the coach, and this is the NFL on EA Sports. Coming up, we'll see teams with a couple of running backs who each went over 100 yards a weekend ago, as it'll be the New York Jets taking on the New England Patriots. I'll be back with you again with scores around the league at halftime. But kickoff right around the corner. And standing by to call the action, here are Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis.
All right, Coach, thank you. EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to Gillette Stadium in Foxborough, Mass. A moment ago, the pride of Massachusetts, the Patriots, introduced to this, as always, sold-out crowd as they get set to go head-to-head with the New York Jets. With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
Two weeks have come and gone. It's off to week 3, and we're underway on EA Sports. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. So now here comes the Jet offense as they get ready to take over. And they will be led out by their 6'4" quarterback.
I read something prepping for this game that he said prior to, and I think he really said it a few months ago, where he talked about he wants to have the type of season that at the end, he's buying gifts for all the guys who helped him along the way. And I know that the team wants to hold him to that and really get into his wallet. But that's what good leadership gives you. You know, at the end of the season, because you've done a great job, QB, he's usually the guy who springs for the good stuff.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. They'll run here with a former Steeler. This is Le'Veon Bell. And again, he's going to be stopped up right at the line of scrimmage. Calling no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a 3rd down. So now an early 3rd and 10 here on their opening drive. Now back to throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
And 3rd down is a key down in any game you play. And 3rd down defense, something we've got to watch in this one. Got to be effective on the passing downs. That's a pretty good first step right there.
Here's the Jets punter now. Back deep, Antonio Brown. He punted 4 times in the loss last week as he gets this one away here. Fighting him off. We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck. And the Patriots take over. So out comes the Patriots offense as they'll get their first shot at things here. They'll be led out by the only 6-time Super Bowl champion in league history. In his 20th season now, Tom Brady.
Before the game, when I said hello to him, I tried to give him a little dap, but he wouldn't give me.
Brady and the Patriots now, 1st and 10 at their own 26. They'll run with a former Super Bowl hero. It's James White. He takes this for 3 to the 29. And now we take a peek at the Patriot offense.
And the big story, of course, no Rob Gronkowski at tight end. Who's going to step up for the big-time playmaker? Who's going to give Tom Brady the security blanket that he used to have from big number 87?
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. On play action, now Brady. Gronkowski got it on the crossing route. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 22 yards there, a first down.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. So in Jet territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. Now a handoff here to his running back. The number's foreign from a week ago. And Charles, how do you think he ran the football?
I thought he definitely had his moments. I did think that they could have utilized him a little bit better, and I'm definitely going to keep an eye on him to see how they're going to use him this week.
A good run got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3.
I got you, boy.
Delay of game, offense.
So that'll back him up 5.
Still 2nd down.
They are pushed back 5 yards by the delay of game, 2nd and 8. From the gun, it's Brady. He gets it into the hands of Gronkowski, complete. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. That one, a first down pickup of 8. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. And they give this time to the tailback. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
That didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
Wait, set. Wait, Eddie. Mark 54. So don't say nothing. Wait, pretty good.
On 2nd and 11 now. Brady. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Tremaine Johnson, and he brings it back to right around the 26-yard line. They told us repeatedly earlier in the week in our meetings, we need some plays from our defense here on the road early. They got one.
And don't think they were above all week long pointing out to their defense that the other defense is rated higher than them. You going to let that happen, guys? Is that how we're going to play? And they responded to the challenge.
The Jets offensive unit ready to get going here. And the last drive, the first drive for them, not very good. 3 and out. What do they go to here?
Well, you don't look down at your play sheet and say, this is what the problem is.
8-3.
They'll start out on the ground with Bell. North of 100 yards, the 2 scores. And, you know, you got to give a lot of credit to the O-line. We talked a lot about him, but offensive line was good too.
They're obviously in sync with each other, whether it's zone blocking, power running game, no matter what. He understands how to read them and find the creases that they provide.
2nd and 5. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. They'll drop the throw. A screen to Bell. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30.
Well, the good thing about covering any game I do with you is I know that there's no problem with rhythm. Now, what we're watching offensively, a little bit of a problem there.
Yeah, punt on the first drive, looking at another one here. Just a little slow. You know, they were talking about a fast start, but that hasn't been the case.
Yeah, and let's face it, any team we cover always talks about a fast start.
That's true.
But it's not necessarily going to happen just because they say so. And whether it's the script, whether it's, just what they're going through, whether they're seeing different defenses, they're going to have to figure it out as this game moves on.
Out comes the New England offense to see what they can do this time. That opening drive ended with the INT. It didn't lead to points, but still not the way they were hoping to begin the game.
Thank you.
So Brady and the Pats take over 1st and 10 at the 20. They begin the drive on the ground. It's White. Fights forward for only about a yard up to the 21. Here are the starters defensively for the Jets. This unit coming into this one ranked number 20 against the pass in the NFL.
And when you're getting ready to face the number 1 overall offense in the NFL, it does not matter where you rank defensively because you got your hands full. You don't know what you're going to face, but you know that that's a strong unit that you're getting ready for.
2nd and 9 now from the 21.
Set the tone, defense. Set the tone, defense. Let's go.
Shotgun now for Brady. Quickly to Gronkowski. That's Kahn. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. From the gun on 3rd down, Brady. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
The Patriots send out their punter as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. And he gets it away, and it's a laser headed for the sidelines. And he couldn't get it to check up. That kicks all the way into the end zone for a touchback. And New York set to take the field. They've had it twice. They've punted twice. Not the start they were hoping for.
Not at all, and let's face it, every facility we visit,
15-1.
They'll start the drive with a carry by Bell. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. The rush defense stout on 1st down. Here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Now a quick throw as that's complete on the hitch route. And they're left looking at 3rd and 8 after the 2nd down pass play only went for 2. They're going to look to throw. He finds his target. It's Crowder. And they're able to get this one across the 35. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Jet 1st down.
One of the selling points of the in route is it gives the quarterback a really nice sight line to his receiver and almost on a direct shot able to throw the ball into the middle of the field and have a great chance of success as they did on that play.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Back to throw. On the catch, it's Crowder. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 10 yards is the pickup. Good enough for a Jet 1st down. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on 1st quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn it into a bigger game. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
Ready? 18 Gator. Number 53. Mike 53. What? I'm coming for you. You mine. Go.
2nd and 13. And that'll be incomplete. He was looking to hit his running back, Le'Veon Bell, that time. And it's 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. This one caught by Crowder. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Patriots' 38-yard line.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
So into Pat's territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 38. He'll drop to throw. He's going to find his tight end. That's Chris Herndon. And a loose football. And it's picked up by the Patriots. 20. And he's into the end zone. It's a fumble return and a Patriot touchdown. And that's a linebacker showing he can move pretty good with a football in his hand.
That's not just a short shuttle now. He took it and went a pretty good distance, didn't he? Did you get the 40 time on that?
I didn't, but he got 6 points out of it. I know that in a great play for that defensive unit. Now Steven Gostkowski on for the extra point. And he gets it to make it 7-0 Patriots. The scoop and score, always an exciting play in football, and we witnessed it there. Grabbing it off the ground and then rumbling it into the end zone for 6. So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. And New York set to take the field.
Here we go. 18 Gators. It's our time. It's our time.
On play action, they'll throw. Looking left sideline, incomplete. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. On the draw, here's Martin. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down. Plays like we just saw there, that's why they're up right now. And the defense, they're doing their job.
Yeah, it starts with the guys up front. So when you talk with GMs who are putting together a team, a lot of them say we're going to build from the inside out, because if you control the line of scrimmage, you control the rest of the ball game, and that's what we're seeing here. They're actually playing in the offense's backfield, not necessarily just playing at the line of scrimmage.
He'll look to throw. It's complete to Martin. And he'll be stopped at the 27-yard line, well short of the first down marker. Give him 3 on the play, and that's going to bring up a 4th down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
Here's the Jets punter now as he's on to kick it away. And he's getting a workout here in this first quarter as he gets it away. With it is Brown. And when it's said and done, it's a 58-yard punt. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Tom Brady and the Super Bowl champs ready for their next possession. Now 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
Wait, set. Down 80. Down 80. 154. Oh, here we go. Cover.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber who runs like this early, because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
From the 27, Brady. He's going to loft one deep left side. And that's caught at the 25.
Let's go. Let's go.
We spent a lot of time talking about what's going on the field. How about off the field with the evaluation? And they spent a lot of time saying, we've got to get a rookie in here who has big playability, and that's exactly what we're seeing here early in his career.
Drafted him in the spring. Here he is early in the fall making an impact. So in Jet territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 25-yard line. First down, here's White. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. That'll be a New England first down, a gain of 12. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give them the yardage that they needed, but they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Now a handoff here to his running back. And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. Calling a gain of a couple, and that's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 5. Working from the gun, it's Brady. And that's going to be caught for a Patriot touchdown. From 8 yards out, and the Patriots, they add on to their lead.
Well, the lost sleep that the defensive coordinator had all week preparing for this game, a good portion of it was trying to prepare for him because he's absolutely a phenomenal player.
And a lot of times around the goal line. Extra point try for Gostkowski. And it's good to make it 14-0. That drive goes 80 yards in 6 plays. And it's finished off by a Pats touchdown. Gostkowski now, after the touchdown, he'll send this one away. This one fielded at the 5. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
Let's go.
And we put our focus now on Le'Veon Bell. They've given him some touches. They haven't had a lot of success on the ground. Do you maybe keep going to that well, or do you mix it up more?
I think you mix it up more, try to loosen things up. Get the defense to react to other people, other plays, but don't forget about it. That's your horse. You know, Secretariat lost twice in his career.
So educational. That's very true, kids. Look it up. Now a draw play. This is Bell. He'll have a first down past the 40 and all the way up to the 46. That's good for 21 yards and a first down. The Jets were 26th in rushing in the NFL last year. That's a big reason they went and signed Bell back on March 13th. And plays like that give them optimism that they can move up the pecking order in the NFL rushing ranks. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. And they'll keep it on the ground with Bell. And he works his way forward for about 4 up to the midfield stripe. On 2nd down. It's Bell looking for a seam but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6.
And I think that's going to go down as no gain, but that doesn't seem fair for the effort that was presented on that play. That should go down as a loss. I know, I'm a defensive guy, but you got to like the play that was made.
He made a lot of those plays last week. He was AFC Defensive Player of the Week, picking up where he left off. So a couple of first downs on this drive, but it's looking like another empty possession.
And those empty possessions are certainly starting to pile up. So the adjustments that teams talk about all the time have to be taking place. They've got to analyze what's breaking down and figure a way to fix it.
That one sails out of bounds. The side judge will walk it off. And he says it went out of bounds at the 9-yard line. Nice punt. The field position game, such an overlooked facet, Charles, of an NFL game, but this offense, they're going to be pinned back. What an ideal punt.
An ideal punt, and it leads to that term complementary football, because them doing that puts their defense in a great spot, doesn't it?
You got three. Wait, 53. 57. Mike, 57. Yeah. Alert!
And to give this time to the tailback. And he's going to lose yardage here back at the 8. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's second down.
I know when I was a kid, I always got real excited when I saw those lateral-type runs. But the best backs that made it happen, they put a foot in the ground and just go. That didn't happen there. That play got swallowed up.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Now a play fake. Brady. This is caught by Antonio Brown. And he's able to get this one all the way past the 30. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down. A good grab there by the former Central Michigan man, Antonio Brown.
And he ate up some real estate on the catch, too, didn't he? I think the most impressive part of it, though, if there's a chance for him to get the football, even though he was covered well, he somehow finds a way to get it.
Looking for more there on first down, but this throw downfield, incomplete.
On every offensive coordinator, every play caller sheet, they have about 5 or 6 plays per game that they call shot plays or big plays, and you don't get many opportunities to dial them up, and they just did, and they drop it with a great chance to make a big play. That's going to hurt.
Now a deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Now Brady. Throw left side complete. That's Garcia. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Thought they were going to force a 4th down. Instead, P.I. gives him the first.
And that's frustrating because you think you've taken them really deep into the count, haven't you? Instead, you've got to start all over. That can really, really be demoralizing.
On first down, they'll run it on the draw play. And not a lot of daylight, not really any daylight inside, as he's going to be stopped right at the line of scrimmage. Brings up second down.
Perfectly designed blitz right there. They took that one from the grease board to the field because they were able to free up their linebacker to get into the backfield and spill the play.
Throwing on second down. Brady. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
One of the toughest things about playing defensive back is pattern reading, trying to figure out what they're doing. And on that one, they had the fly, just sending a guy downfield with the in route accompanying it, what people call a dagger route, trying to hit the guy underneath after the clear out. In this case, though, they're not able to get it.
Trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, C.J. Mosley. And they'll set up shop right near midfield at the 49-yard line. You don't see this often. A quarterback of his caliber, 2 first-half interceptions.
It's absolutely surprising because it happens so rarely. You're searching for what reason, what's going on out there. It's not just maybe the defense is playing well. Is his horoscope off? His biorhythms? What is it?
You went horoscope on us, Dave.
Set. 10-2 stop. Not today, you are. Not today. Set, go. Ready.
Now a first down carry by Bell. Now, boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain. On second down, it's Bell. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
Michael Bennett's versatility, being able to play any position along the defensive front, allows him to make those types of plays. He finds good matchups and gets into the offensive backfield.
And there it works for a tackle for loss. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. Back to throw here. And that is incomplete.
They went with the dime look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
Here's the Jets punter now. He's been one of their few bright spots so far. He gets it away, and I think they'll smartly play keep away here from Brown. Out of bounds and close. The question, was it a touchback? No. They'll say it crossed out at the 2-yard line. Excellent placement, and off that bounce, Charles, I didn't know where it was going to go. It can be an inexact science as to where they place it, but they say the 2-yard line.
Yeah, I don't know how they really determined that. And let's face it, at the end of that play, one side's going to be happy. The other what did they do?
Stay set. 29. Alpha.
Mike 54. Mike
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll get him a little space here up to the 5-yard line. Jordan Jenkins there on the tackle. On 2nd down now. It's White. And he'll find a little space. He gets us up near the 10. And still about 3 yards shy of a first as the 4-yard pickup brings it to 3rd down. New England on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 3. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. Give him a couple on the run as it brings up a 4th down. On 4th down, they'll try and run for it. And able to get it across the 20 before they get to it. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Patriot first down.
Partner, do we have a medic here? Can I get a cold compress from my head right now? Watching these play calls, I know that they're in the red zone, but he's in his own red zone, not the opposite red zone to decide to go for it. How did this happen?
Hey, risky, but it paid off. I agree. You keep calling plays like that, you're going to need a lot of antacids on the sidelines.
Defense.
They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete. So flag for the contact, pass interference.
And I know that you're going to look at me and roll your eyes, and rightfully so, because you know what I'm going to say. Doesn't the defender have a right to the football as well?
No, I don't like defenders.
That's because you spent too much time with me. Okay, I'll side with you on this one. Here's the correct call.
Brady gives this to White. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. Now a handoff here to his running back. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down. A small bit of adversity here on what's been a strong drive as they come up 2nd and 12. Now they'll throw with Brady. And this is caught. Touchdown, Patriots. A 15-yard touchdown grab. Gostkowski for the point after. And it is now 21-0. So that drive in total 8 plays. And it ends with a New England touchdown. Gostkowski now after the touchdown. He'll send this one away. This is taken at his 4. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line just across the 25. Le'Veon Bell and the Jets ready to begin their next drive. He's had a good chunk of carries. Problem is for very little success. I don't want to put it all on his shoulders, but that's a big reason they're losing right now.
Have to be very careful that he doesn't start pointing fingers. Offensive line obviously trying. The defense has done a nice job against him today. When it's all said and done, it's all about the guy in the mirror. He has to get it done better going forward.
See if he can look and do some soul searching now. There with the tackle, Dietrich Wise Jr.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up third down. Out of the gun now on third down. And it's caught by Herndon. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Jet first down. And by the end of last year, Herndon had solidified himself as the primary tight end for New York. And overall, second leading receiver in 2018 on the team behind Robbie Anderson. In fact, his 39 catches, most among rookie tight ends in the league a season ago. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. Here's a quick hitch route and the throw complete. And down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup. Here's a 2nd and 7. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. They're going to need to get up and set in a hurry. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Trying to lay one up deep. This is caught at the 20.
Let's go, boys. Bring it up.
For an offense that has not found the end zone yet, that's a big play.
There's the spark right there. The big play that they needed. Now they've got to go ahead and finish this drive and put this ball in the end zone.
So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. Looking to throw. Throw complete to Herndon. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. 2nd and 2. Caught by his tight end, Wesco. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a first down.
Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to. Pick up a first down.
This is 1st and goal and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime. They'll look to throw again. And this is caught for a touchdown. Now hold everything here. Flag in the backfield. This one might be coming back. So reverse the celebration. We'll see if they have something else in their bag of tricks.
And isn't that always tough to watch when they score and you see the excitement, and then when they realize those points aren't going to count? Can they get it back together and find their way back to the end zone?
The Jets going to go ahead and use their final timeout, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half.
60 outlaw. Ready?
2nd and 1. Caught here by Bell. And he'll actually lose a little bit of yardage here. Back to the 2. The 2nd down play results in a loss of 2 yards. Really good defensive effort. They were all over that little swing pass out to the right side before lost yardage.
Terrific read, better execution, and done with a lot of enthusiasm, wasn't it?
Absolutely.
They saw it all the way, ran to the football, and caused a nice play for lost yardage.
All right, Brandon, thanks. And welcome in everybody to our EA Sports Halftime Report. Time for a look around the NFL here in Week 3 of the new year. From there, let's stay in the Midwest and head down to Kansas City to check on the Chiefs at Arrowhead. And at this point, they trail the visiting Baltimore Ravens. Joe Flacco has thrown a touchdown pass. Finally, we'll save the biggest for last as we head to AT&T Stadium to see what's happening with the Cowboys at home in Arlington. And right now, they have the lead over the visiting Dolphins. Mike White has thrown a touchdown pass. Meanwhile, in our game, it's been a back-and-forth first half. Who can put it together in the second half? For the answer, we turn it back over to our broadcast team of Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. This is taken at the 3. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line. So here are the Patriots to take over. They've won 2 straight, and they lead this one as well as they come up on 1st and 10. 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Hey, wait, 10, wait, 20. 54, line 54.
They'll start the drive with a give to White. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
Getting had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. Now left side, a completion to his tight end.
Let's go,
There are so many things to watch for when you play defense, and reading your keys, you always hear about that, and having your eyes in the right place. Sometimes your eyes can fool you. How about that play action there? That sprang the big guy, didn't it?
Able to dump it over the top to him. Looks like he's going to get a couple here on this first down carry, and that'll make it 2nd and 8. Gonna give this time to the tailback. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
Throwing now is Brady. Well, he's going to go for it all. And that's going to be caught for a Patriot touchdown. In for the score. The point after try for Gostkowski. It's good, and they stretch their lead to 28-0 now. 5 plays there on that drive, and it's finished off by a Pats touchdown. Gostkowski now, after the touchdown, he'll send this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. A reminder, coming up later tonight, a lot of buzz about this game. The Browns, they've been doing some travel. Back-to-back primetime games for them. Monday night they were in New York. Now the Browns head to Los Angeles to take on the NFC champs, Browns and Rams. An 8:20 kickoff Eastern time, 5:20 in California. Now a pass taken in by the tight end Herndon. 14 yards is the pickup there at a Jet first down. On first down, Bell. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. Again, it's Bell. Give him 3 on the run there. Now they're looking at a 3rd and about 5. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. They'll set up to throw. Open man is Anderson. Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
So into Pats territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. And that play goes nowhere. Taken down, losing yardage at the 50, right at midfield. It'll be a loss of 1, and it'll be 2nd and 11.
Well, I know it goes against the instincts of the person catching the ball because all you're ever taught is catch the football, don't drop it.
But drop it there.
Yeah, in that situation, dropping it would have been better. End up losing yardage even though they completed the pass.
As good as a sack.
Yeah, how about that? Although they won't get the same credit for it, and it won't help them at contract time.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Open man is Robbie Anderson. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A big play on the catch and run, covering 34 yards.
They're still looking for their first touchdown of the game, and for a second, I thought they had it right there.
Looking on the sideline, it's finally good to see nods of approval. It's a welcome sign of life that this offense needed. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down. Back to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. 2nd and 10. And the catch made by Johnson. And he's going to be stopped up right at the line of scrimmage. Here comes the 8th play of the drive, and they need a full 10 yards on 3rd down. They'll look to throw, and this is going to be incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
I'm kind of surprised by that they kicked the field goal. I guess you get some points, but this deficit 3rd quarter, I don't know.
Yeah, I don't either. Yeah, I'm with you on that one. When you're down that much, kicking a field goal, does it feel a little bit maybe waving the white flag and just want to get out of here? Yeah, I think you got to go ahead and try and get some bigger points on the board.
Fielded about a yard deep. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. Out comes the New England offense to see what they can do this time. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they still?
I would think that they would.
So Brady and the Pats take over 1st and 10 at their own 21.
You got nothing today.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he's got some space here. Defenders giving chase, but I don't think they're going to get there. And all the way in. Touchdown, New England. A big play there. 79 yards. As his guys continue to put this one out of reach. And that run massively increased his production in this game, and now he's over 100 yards.
And break out your calculator, partner, because his yards per carry went up significantly, right? Big-time jaunt.
Extra point try for Gostkowski. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. So they hit pay dirt on just one play. The long run, the scamper, and a very nice scamper into the end zone for the touchdown. Gostkowski now, after the touchdown, he'll send this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. And New York set to take the field. They have been struggling. I would imagine at halftime they went through some possible changes. Well, those changes aren't working, so now where do you go?
I think that now it's much more in their head. And what I mean by that is just what you said. You've gone over the changes. I bet they were pretty clinical at the half, not too emotional. They might need to go to the emotional side because you've got to find something, some spark somewhere. And so far, just being calm hasn't exactly worked.
They need any spark at this point. And never good on a pass completion there to go the wrong way. Lost yardage.
No, for some reason it seems to work better when you throw it downfield or you can move the ball downfield running it that way, doesn't it? But in this case, if you're the defensive guys, you're energized, executed well, and you caused a lost yardage play. That's going to feel good and look great in film.
So they get half of what they needed. It'll be 3rd and 6 upcoming. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. They'll drop the throw. That one complete to Anderson. The drive stays alive. A 3rd down gain of 8. This quarterback now a perfect 8 for 8 to start the second half. Not bad. 1st and 10. Bell. And an alley to run. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Give him 15 yards on that one, and the Jets move the chains. Bell, of course, 3-time 1,000-yard rusher. Sat out 2018, but you look back to 2017, a tick under 1,300 yards and almost 700 more receiving. So into Pat's territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. They're going to look to throw. Into the hands of his receiver, Anderson. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. 14 yards is the pickup there and a Jet 1st down.
Barney sold the go route really well. Thought he was going deep, then curled it back inside for a nice completion.
DBs love when they pump the brakes, don't they?
Yeah, that's really a whole lot of fun. It's almost like you said, listen, if you're going to sell the go, just go, and let's see who's faster.
Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. He'll look to throw. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Kyle Van Noy. And a huge return as he'll take this one all the way down inside the 30-yard line.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
There again is the running back as he trots onto the field. And in the early going, the running game, as we see the numbers, it just wasn't on point. Well, now it's gotten more true to form.
And sometimes it takes a little while for an offensive line to get in sync, because early in a game, defenses throw different formations, different.
Wait, set. 29. Alpha. 54. Mike, 54. Check. Hey!
They'll run on 1st down. It's White. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Now a 2nd down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Tremendous field position there and a perfect time to do exactly what they did. Take a shot at the end zone. And they went for the big play, just unable to complete it.
And he picks up the 1st down yardage as he takes it down to the 16. A gain of 4 that time as the drive continues.
So it's pretty simple, partner. You pick up a turnover, set you up in excellent field position. The last thing you want to do is go 3 and out in this spot.
Yeah, they would have had to settle for a field goal attempt, but now they keep those touchdown hopes alive.
Wait, set. Wait, 20.
Right there. 54 Mike.
Come on, boy. Sugar.
Right back to him on 1st down. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. It's a really nice 15-yard pickup, and now it's 1st and goal.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them.
Wait, 20!
They'll go to Blunt, try and pound it in. And he is in. Touchdown, New England. LeGarrette Blunt, his second touchdown on the season. And the Pats take advantage of field position on the turnover to cash this one in. When you talk about a battle being won in the trenches, that touchdown right there, a lot of credit to the offense. Gostkowski for the point after. And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. So that drive spanned 5 plays. And it ends in a touchdown run by LeGarrette Blunt. Gostkowski now, after the touchdown, he'll send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. And New York set to take the field. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Eric Tomlinson, the intended target, but it'll be second down. On second down, it's Bell. And once again, not much running room, if any at all. No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10. They'll look to throw. That's complete. It's Bell. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. Call it a pickup of 7, and it'll be 4th down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
And no one there to stop it. Hits at the 8, but it carries all the way into the end zone for a touchback. Out comes the New England offense to see what they can do this time. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? I mean, they score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It feels that way, and I think that they're going to call.
Brady and the Patriots now 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Focus, defense, focus.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27.
Another good run for him. What else is new? That'll put him right at 150 yards for the game. So he's really made his presence felt in this one.
On second down, they'll run with White. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the third quarter of action. We have played 3 quarters. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Foxborough. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the fourth quarter. A very one-sided affair. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. And they give this time to the tailback. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. That'll be a New England first down, a gain of 12.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the 4th as it was way back in the 1st, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
On first down, Blunt. Pro Bowler C.J. Mosley, the Ravens' leading tackler last year, up to make the stop. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. And he'll give it here to his running back. And a minimal gain here as he's up to about the 47-yard line.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
Now Brady. He gets it to Brown, complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That one good for 24 yards. So in Jet territory now. Here's 1st and 10 as they've got it to the 28-yard line. Now a handoff here to his running back. And only able to muster a couple down to about the 27.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. New England on 3rd down. They've hit 4 of 7. This is 3rd down and 12. Brady now to throw. That's going to be caught. And all the way in. Touchdown, New England. The 4th touchdown pass in the game for Tom Brady as his guys continue to pour it on. So another score there, and often you talk about the 3 phases of the game. Defense, offense, special teams. It's been a clean sweep in this one, hasn't it?
It certainly has. They've been pretty dominant throughout this game. And privately, the head coach will add a 4th phase. That's the coaching. And he'll tell
the point after try for Gostkowski. Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. So that drive consumes 9 plays all told. And it ends with a New England touchdown. Gostkowski now after the touchdown. He'll send this one away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Here's the Jet offense now. They head out to take over. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
Well, you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
Great way to start the drive. 20 big ones and a 1st down.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. He'll drop to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, and with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. 2nd and long. He gets this one to Johnson. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. He finds his target. It's Crowder. And he's got this down to the 35. Now, after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. We'll get a report when we return to Foxborough. So into Pat's territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line. Back to throw here. And this will be incomplete. physical play on the football there, and it's second down. Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35. They'll set up a throw. Herndon's got it complete. This will be a gain of about 8 to the 27-yard line. Now, after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. We'll get a report when we return to Foxborough. Second down pass play got him 8 yards. Now they've got a 3rd and a couple remaining. Looking to throw. That one's complete to Tomlinson. Oh, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
So out comes a field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. He hit us first. Now this from 43. Oh, they get to the football. It's blocked. Now it's scooped up, and this is a line. It's a foot race. The 40. 30, 10, and he will score. Touchdown, Patriots. As his guys are in for 6, as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. And a touchdown there to help them expand the lead.
All you're looking for is as much separation between you and the other team as possible. They've got to feel good about what that touchdown gives them.
Extra point try for Gostkowski. Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. Gostkowski now after the touchdown. He'll send this one away. Fielded about a yard deep. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been had he simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. The D for the Pats. The Patriots heading back onto the field now.
Gator. Keep it up. Keep it up.
They'll run on first down. Bell. And boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain. Well, they had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10. Now back to throw. Johnson's got it complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
Ready? 18 Gator.
All day, just like that. Just like that.
Be driven. Be driven.
They'll look to throw here on first down. And nearly picked off. Surprising to see a defender of his caliber let it get away, but it does get away and it's second down.
Single.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. And he's got it complete to Anderson. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. That's good for a Jet first down, a gain of 13. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance.
On first down, it's Bell, and they see right through that defensively as he'll be hit and taken down to the backfield. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Go, 30 base.
Down to lose one. Watch tight end, watch tight end. Tight right, tight right.
Ready.
They'll go again with Bell. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. And now on third down, they'll need to get it to the 36 to pick up the first. Back to throw. They set up the screen to Martin. And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Patriots' 25-yard line. Well, he's having a big game through the air, and sometimes those smart decisions just dump it off. That's how you continue to have big games through the air.
I agree totally. That's a great analogy, a great way to put it, because he doesn't get too greedy where everything has to be pushed downfield, trying to create big plays that aren't there. You dump it off and take that nice gain, and things add up, and now you have the kind of game he's having.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. Well, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of pressure he's been under this entire game. And, partner, I think that's a great example that not all tight ends are created equal, because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal. Offense for them has been at a premium. You wonder where plays like that have been all game long.
They're thinking the exact same thing themselves, but they're also looking forward now, because now these plays are really for next week, trying to get some momentum going.
15 line.
Hey, let's go.
Again, he'll drop to throw. Throw complete to Herndon. And somewhat of a measure of revenge as he's in for the touchdown, but they still trail big time.
He'll take it, but he won't be able to smile about it. That's a whole lot of points still to be down, but congratulations, they're still fighting, and they scored another touchdown.
Like my old high school coach used to say, Charles, he said, sometimes you win, sometimes you lose, and sometimes you wish you never had showed up.
Could have saved the gas money, the hotel, what have you, huh?
Extra point by Badgley, up and good, as they make the score just a slight bit more respectable here in the final quarter of play. So that one a long 11-play drive, and it's finished off by a New York Jets touchdown. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Out comes the New England offense to see what they can do this time. We've got a lopsided game here. I don't know, Charles, what does the handbook say that we... So Brady and the Pats take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line. And they give this time to the tailback. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Patriots with the football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6. The Jets will bring in a nickel set as they try to stop this 3rd down. To throw is Brady. And that'll be incomplete. Well, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty, and it's 4th down. Fourth quarter, you've got the big lead. If you're coaching, Charles, you still taking shots like that downfield?
I'd be a little more concerned with running some clock and making sure you're taking care of the lead, because you keep flinging it around, you throw a couple of picks, you can put yourself in jeopardy.
Good work, boy. Let's go. Let's go.
And And New York set to take the field. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Teams want to do that.
Mike 50. Here we go, D.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down. After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. 2nd and 10. He's got Herndon, his tight end. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Well, that tight end position, it just seems to continue to evolve every year in the NFL.
Yeah, you're getting really terrific athletes. A lot of them maybe were wide receivers at one point. They continue to give you speed, great hands, and big bodies, which make them excellent targets for quarterbacks.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's a give to Bell. Solid move, but he's corralled just beyond the 40. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down. 2nd and 5. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. He'll look to throw. And he's got a noon one.
Let's go, folks.
Defensively, I know they have the comfortable lead here in the 4th, but they do not want to give up big plays like that.
They want to finish strong. So oftentimes in this situation, you tighten up underneath in your coverage, and you bring your safeties back. They can pick up anything that leaks through. But in the meantime, upfield, you're making plays on the football.
Ready? 60 or.
Let's go, defense. Let's go, defense. And who we got?
Ready?
On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete. Josh Bellamy, the intended receiver. And that'll bring up 2nd down. Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. Caught here by Bell. Call it a 1-yard gain on the play. And just like that, it's 3rd down. Explosion help leading them to victory, and the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week, we'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points, allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for the Patriots, it's an ideal start as they move to 3-0 now on the young season. And they'll hit the road next week to take on the Buffalo Bills. Meanwhile, for the Jets, the early struggles continue as they'll sink to 0-3. And they'll get the extra week to think about this one as they return to action in 2 weeks' time.